Divorce is really hard, no matter why it happens. Even when famous people or rich business owners get divorced, we might not always know all the details. But experts still try to guess how much money they might have to share. Here are some of the most expensive divorces we've heard about. Craig and Wendy McCaw, $460 million. In 1998, Craig McCaw, the person who started Cellular and Clearwire, decided to split up from his wife. Some years before they broke up, Mr. McCaw sold his company to AT&T for a huge amount of money, which was around $11.5 billion. Because of this, Mrs. McCaw got $460 million in her divorce settlement, Dmitry Rybolovlev and Elena Rybolovlev, $604 million. After being married for 26 years, the super-rich guy from Russia and his wife Elena decided to get divorced in 2008. Sometime later, a court in Switzerland said Dmitry had to give his ex-wife Elena $4.5 billion. But they had a conversation, and the final amount he had to give her became a bit more than $600 million. Adnan and Soraya Khashoggi, $874 million. Back in 1982, Adnan gave his ex-wife a major amount of money as part of their divorce agreement. When they were super rich, they had 3 jets, big boats, and 17 houses all around the world. But sadly, it wasn't worth it at all. Harold Hamm and Sue Ann Arnold, $975 million. In 2014, the divorce between oil tycoon Harold and his wife was completed. As part of the divorce, Hamm gave Arnold a check for $974.8 million. Instead of cashing the check right away, Arnold went to court to ask for more money. After some legal fights, she decided to put the check in the bank in 2015. Back in 1967, Hamm started a company called Continental Resources related to oil. Now, he's extremely rich and worth about $8.69 billion, as revealed by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Steve and Elaine Wynn, $1 billion. Las Vegas casino leaders. Steve and Elaine Wynn got married 2 times. First, they were married from 1963 to 1986, and then again from 1991 to 2010. When they got divorced the second time, Elaine received a large amount of money. She also got stocks in the business they started together named as Wynn Resorts, which were worth $741 million. Rupert Murdoch and Anna Torv Mann, $1.7 billion. Rupert and Anna, who used to be a journalist, were married for over 30 years. They had 3 kids together. But in 1998, they decided to go their separate ways. When they broke up, they had to figure out how to divide their money. Anna got around $1.7 billion, mostly in shares of a company that belongs to Murdoch. Alec and Jocelyn Wildenstein, $3.80 billion. Alec Wildenstein, who was from France and America, ended his marriage with his wife Jocelyn after staying together for 21 years. When they got divorced in 1999, Jocelyn received a huge amount of money. She got $2.5 billion at once, and then she also got $100 million every year for the next 13 years. In total, she got $3.8 billion from the divorce. Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott, $38 billion. In 2018, Jeff Bezos became the richest man in the world. Then in 2019, he got a divorce from his wife, Mackenzie Scott, whom he had been married to for 25 years. This divorce cost a lot of money. Jeff had his own company called Amazon, and he was very wealthy, with around $197 billion. When he got divorced, he had to give his wife $38 billion to settle the divorce. They had been married for about 26 years. After the divorce, Jeff Bezos said he would keep 75% of his company's shares. His ex-wife also got 4% of Amazon's shares. Bill and Melinda Gates, $73 billion. The couple surprised everyone by announcing their divorce on May 3, 2021, after being married for 27 years. They had an agreement to separate privately, but they didn't have a plan for how to divide their money before they got married. This was difficult since they mixed their money because of their work. They used to take care of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is a really important group that helps a lot of people in the world. They spent $5 billion every year to fight problems like not having enough wage, being sick, and people not being treated fairly. If they had shared their money equally, the lady, Mrs. Gates, might have around $73 billion. This would make their divorce the most expensive one. What's your take on these couples? Tell us in the comments section below. That's it for today's video. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.